Thank you. It's only the third time I see it. It gets me every time. It's quite good. I remember the first year I came here, I was traveling in the lower level of challengers with Colin Fleming and Ross Hutchins, and I said to my wife, I don't know if I will experience ever being part of winning a slam or being part of a world group and all this, because it looks like quite a long way. And since then, we have 7 slam titles, winning Davis Cup. For me, it was such a great experience to start again and to develop a British double system. Because I'm sure since I'm here, you never heard the word Louis Cayer double system. It's always the British double system. And I'm quite proud that it doesn't rely on me. We have so many coaches now who master it. And that's it. So I'll present a little bit about the double system. And you know, in the player, the main thing of the new player development philosophy is to develop head, heart, legs, and weapons. Because we start to realize that a champion, it's who they are, not just what they do, how they hit the ball, but it's about who they are. And personally, my main focus when I coach with people is not to inform them on what to do or form them with their technique, is to transform their belief, values, attitude, mindset, emotional control, because if you don't get the head, heart, and legs into each match or each training, you just cannot be at the top of the game. Okay, so the 3 main objectives for today, just to point out how is doubles being played right now, then what is the double system, and do some core drills with Johnny and Luke. This I will ask you to read because it will be quicker than me talking. The only thing I will say, in case you're not aware and you work with juniors, 25% of the points in the junior ITF is based on the 6 best doubles results. And of course, the linear doubles is often deciding Davis Cup, Fed Cup. And so far, for about 6-7 years with Leon, I think we won 90% of the doubles match. And it's quite instrumental in finishing, winning the tie. And there was supposed to be Andy Barn presenting on the under 12, but a lot of the junior win also international events because they win the deciding doubles. It's one singles. If it's 1-1, doubles decide. And we finish sometimes second in the world, third in the world, because we can clinch these doubles. Okay? So, how do we coach doubles? Personally, I kind of always coach doubles the way it was played. So I started to coach doubles. I don't want to give up too much on my age, but I started to coach doubles 48 years ago. Okay, so I've been coaching doubles for quite a long time. And how was the game played before? So I'll show you a clip. This is what was my role model and how I used to coach. I was coaching this. Look at that. Serve and volley, everything. Male, female, junior. Chip and charge, 4 at the net. That was high level, that was Wimbledon. Look at that, 4 at the net. I used to do 20 minutes a day of training 4 at the net when I started coaching doubles. Goal time. That was such a nice time. I was having my members 75 years old or 6 years old or whatever, serve and volley. If you stay back, that's not proper doubles. What are you doing? Come on. And of course, I don't coach like this. Matter of fact, I don't remember when I did the drill 4 at the net for quite a long time. So how is doubles played now? It was the 2 best things in the world, Ingis and the Chan.
Oh, brilliant. And again, master. championship
mixed being played?
Venus trying to go in a baseline game with Martina Hingis. And watch Martina Hingis play this one right in the alley. Sets up Jamie Murray, and there it is. Martina Hingis and Jamie Murray are 2017 mixed doubles champions.
But maybe men's doubles is different. It is Nadal at the net, by the way. There is a lot of that on the tour now.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! That!
So it has changed a lot. It has changed a lot, and that could be good for you teaching your members to not be like me when I was young, having an idealistic way of everybody has to come to the net, otherwise that's not doubles. Now, on the WTA, only 10 women do serve and volley, and I was generous on some because they do it on first and on the second to try to find as many as I could. And in the men, 66. But recently, with some guys who move in, about 60% only do serve and volley. So it's quite changed now. And the singles players are much more difficult to beat because even 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was talking to doubles players, they say, yeah, I play doubles, but I don't play proper doubles. What do you say that? I stay back and all this. So for them, even in their mindset, it was not proper doubles. Now they don't think like this. How do you play double? Serve, stay back, and whack it. Okay? On return, play both back and we whack it. And doubles players who used to play here, very close, indeed they get whacked. So they start to play a bit more here. They have great topspin lob, and the singles players do very, very well. Okay, there's about 40% of the top 100 that are singles players. So they are doing very, very, very well. Now, also, I used to present in the early 2000s on power doubles. The lob was not there. There was no, and even in singles at one point we saw it's boring. There's no more drop shot and all this. But as you could see in singles, drop shot are back, and in doubles too. Jamie, an example on the lobs. I hope you have seen Jamie Murray play at least once on TV or so on. How many lobs did he do? It could have been a question on the app. How many lobs do you think he did on return of first serve last year? Just a number. 500, 200. Very good, madame. See, a good flair. He did 232 lobs on returning first serve. But if we go 10 years before, there could have been maybe 20 lobs during the year for all players. Nobody was lobbing. It was perceived like, what are you doing? Hit the ball. Okay, so lob is back, everything is back, but why is it important that? And Jamie Murray is a good example for coaching your members. Jamie doesn't hit hard. Okay? He chip and charge. He played the kind of old-fashioned type of way. He lobs a lot, chips, make people play. But that's perfectly the game that the member should play, not just like try to hit through the court and so on. So the game style now are multiple, and you can do that. And what's also important, this is last year, we always try, because I did a lot of club coaching. I used to be part of Montreal where there was 2,400 ladies playing every Friday inter-clubs. It was massive for the business also of the indoor clubs. Most of people were trying to find two good doubles players together. They were always losing. What I was doing, a top singles player and a good doubles players, back and front, and that was winning. And what did I saw last year at Roland Garros? 3 singles players who are Harrison, Verdasco, and Donald Young team up for the first time, not even a normal partnership, first time they play together, all reach the semifinal. It's quite scary, right, in a certain way. So, like for example, in Davis Cup, what a good match, Andy Murray and Jamie Murray. I love that. And I would love to have also Kyle and stuff like this. So the mix-up of a singles players and a doubles players, if you have inter-club leagues, consider it quite greatly. Sometimes it's better than two good doubles players who have no ground stroke, cannot set up each other, and so on. So just think as a possibility. Of course, I will not go through all the doubles things because maybe some of you have participated. Every year I do a 2 days workshop on doubles. And in Canada, it used to be 1 week. There's a lot of things to do. But if you take the doubles DVD or go on YouTube, just take Louis Cayer doubles DVD and you'll have it on YouTube for free. So just watch it. There will be a lot of good things that can help your doubles.
There are three
That will be
types
an
of
example.
poaches: reaction, anticipation, and command or signal
So
poaching.
there's 3 types of poaches.
The server's partner poaches by reaction when he sees a defensive return and reacts by crossing and volleying at the receiver's partner.
So you could see it's a reaction. The
Advanced
server
doubles
is on the
players
same
often
side.
poach by anticipating
Even
cross-court
anticipating.
returns.
Here you see both players are on the same side.
They are able to do this effectively by studying the technique of the receiver on different types of serves. They also consider the tactical tendencies of the receiving team before poaching by anticipation. When the server stays back, her partner looks to poach the cross-court rally. She will move to the middle of the court while facing the net.
You don't have to
volley
cross
either
the middle
backhand
when you
or
poach from a
forehand.
corner shot, either a wide serve or a backhand.
Poaching is most effective when the decision to poach and the location of the serve are decided before serving. This allows the server to change side, knowing that his partner will poach.
When you serve wide, like this, and you change side, now it's very important, so watch. If I go here, I don't want to have to cover balls further than that reach. Therefore, what does it mean? It means that the net player has to cover from this target to an angle shot here. So therefore, the position is right here. So you go like this, and you just face the net, ready to make a forehand volley.
Okay, I'll stop that. But it's just to give you a little taste of it. And the best way for me to have agreement with all the players when I arrived was having that rope. I don't know if anybody have seen me presenting with ropes, but it's a no-brainer. So for example, you see here, I say on a wide serve to come and to not cross the middle, right? Do you think it was well accepted when I present that to the doubles players when I arrive here? No, even Andy Murray. Are you kidding me? Cross means cross. You have to come here if you cross. I say, no, it doesn't work here. Then I put the rope. I put his racket there. And as you can see, the rope was going to the back-end corner there. So I say, you want to cover just that, and your brother will cover the full court. So then I put the rope just from here, and that was going just over there. And then I asked Andy himself to come, serve and volley. I say, how far do you want to get? He said, not further than that. I put the rope there, and then I start to describe the court. It's much better to use a rope than a piece of paper, because after that, like someone like Andy could come, touch the rope there. The rope for an angle pass just here. It doesn't pass here. That will go like out, and it's very kinesthetic. So if you go on YouTube and you download this, 30 minutes, it shows how to, with the ropes, how to define the territory, how to define the poaches, how to put the markers, how to do that, but I won't do it here because this is quite lengthy and you can access the information quite easily. Okay, so you just Google Louis Cayer doubles. It was an ITF product, by the way, sponsored by ITF, and that's going to do the job. Now, I had to improve few things because that DVD is quite long. A lot of players play do, but one thing that only the British players do is the I formation on the return. Nobody else do that. So I just have a clip showing Jamie doing this. So you know what's the I formation on the serve, right? Now, I formation on the return, you'll see Jamie like this. Bruno will hit the ball over him, and Jamie will come right in the face of the volleyer, which is stressful like crazy for someone who's serving volley. Jamie is there, he crouch. The ball goes over him, watch, the return goes over his head. Then he moves forward, and people just don't know how to deal with that. And then if he wants to poach, you see he's very, very close. So it's the I formation in doubles. And like I said, we're the only country doing that. Now, I would not necessarily recommend that for your club members, this one. Okay? Because once I play with Simon Wheatley. Where is Simon Wheatley? Oh, he's not here? I thought you would be here. Okay, so you imagine the rest, right? I tried the tactics, but never again. So, receiver's partner.
You're unbelievable.
We train a lot the defense. Okay, so this is your first question. Last year, who were here last year when I present? I say one of the secret of the relatively good success I experienced coaching players, because I think you heard now it's about 44 players in the top 100 in doubles, 13 singles players in the top 100, is that every day we train offense, neutral, defense. Every day. So for example, at the net, that will be a defensive skill. That will be an offensive skill, neutral skill. Every time, back, forward, return, shot after the serve, easy, neutral, difficult, all the time. So their technique and their decision-making is groove all the time. So it's not like I've grooved the attack, then the defense, and then you play like this where there's nothing maintained. So my question is, I think the key for our success is our defensive skills at mid-court. Read the question and put your answer on your app, please. Just tell me what to do. What? I press forward. Vote now. Some are not voting. So we stop at 50? Oh, 59. Can I give the answer now, or we have to wait a bit longer? Well, anyway, we could see if it was the voting, we could, I think, say that 44 will win the election, right? Okay, so the answer is 3,072. Okay? Why is that? Who could be in defense at mid-court? Can the server be in defense when he's serving volley? Obviously, right? Power return, switch return. Are you ready, guys? It will be in 5-10 minutes. You can watch a little bit. Matter of fact, I would like you watch when I present the double system. It will be nice you know it. Okay, server's partner. Return goes cross-court. People stay back. He backs up here, then he gets attacked. Of course, the receiver's partner. Of course, the returner, like Jamie, chip in charge and coming in. And they can be attacked by both opponents. The response could be a reflex volley, stretch volley, half volleys, forehand, backhand. They can attack with power and precision from the opponent's forehand, backhand, but it could be smash and volleys from wherever, which side, deuce side, outside, after poaching or not. And if you put them all in combination, it goes to 3,000. The only reason I put it there, it was just to trigger a bit your mind, because we take a lot of pride to be a country promoting the game-based approach. And now you find a new sport, rugby, football, saying, oh, we find a game-based approach, that's the way to coach our sport. But in UK, we use the game-based approach since the early 90s. I know because I saw a presentation of Kate Reynolds and Paul Dent at the ITF in 91, where they were presenting the game-based approach. So we have 30 years of experience, so we should be going to the other sports, telling them how to do a game-based approach, because many sports just discovered that. But are we really all experts? Because there's, of course, the 5-game situation, serve to make game situation. There's also, but when it goes to very specific, we can also do a lot of game situation, which is better than just drilling. Because some of my friends say, oh yeah, I do defense at midcourt. They take the basket and they do that every day. It's not enough game situation, okay? Now, this is the British double system. This is something that I think all the reasons we have success, ears, head, heart, and legs. Always address the performer first. I will never accept lack of intensity. Luke and Johnny, remember, like at the end was 5 minutes left, right? And I say, raise your intensity a little bit. I will never let intensity drop, never let like an athletic look drop, never like that, because this is what wins tournaments. It's who you are, not just what you do. A lot of people can serve as hard as Johnny O'Mara. A lot of people can return their backhand harder than Luke at times. A lot of people can do things as good, similar, or better. But why did you win is because of who you are, okay? And what I like from these two guys, just wave at them in the meantime. Luke is the big guy there. Johnny is the smaller guy. And the smaller guy, Joe, will be doing the role of the coach when doing the drills because I'm getting a bit older to hit the ball properly. And Joe will do that role. Okay, so what I like about them, I sent an email to Luke. Well done, guy, play well, da-da-da-da. Yeah, but glad Johnny did this great shot at this and this at this moment. So he doesn't take any praise for him, he praised Johnny. Then I send same thing, an email to Johnny. Johnny's great shot, man, great performance. Yeah, but I tell you, Luke was serving. And the first thing you do is to praise the partner. I tell you, I'm not used to that. I'm more used to blaming the partner than praising the partner. So right away I say, wow, they have a very special partnership. They really, really bound together, and I went to see them. He's born on Thursday in semifinal. They're bubbly, their energy is contagious, they're fearless. And again, if they have a lot of success, because they're both 23, and now you're 78 and 82, I would have to make a research. It's not frequent young people do well in doubles. It takes a lot of maturity to play as a team, teamwork, and they do that very well. So what is, in a nutshell, weapons is they have to learn to dictate the points, and us, we have to be able to coach, believe all this. If I cannot coach an identity, because I think we have proud that we have a British double system, that's an identity. Why are we the best? I will not list it. We're the best because we're doing that. We have very, very core beliefs, values, attitude. And I think you're used to that sentence. I think you're that many years ago. Our tennis player will be a focused, competitive athlete, playing smart with effective strokes. Who have heard that sentence before? Oh, so that was during the time of Larry Jurovich, Dan Torb. So it was focus is the mind, competitive is the heart, athlete, the legs, playing smart with effective stroke is the tennis player. You have heard the expression, beating the bounce? So that is talking to the head, heart, and legs, because I have to be able to talk also to the head, heart, and legs. Come on, Johnny, beat that bounce. You can do it. Come on, beat the bounce. Not, could you get set up before the ball arrives? Try to have a nice setup, please. Take your ready position. Take your athletic look. You know, we have to learn also to talk in a competitive way. For people who are competitive, they react much better if we do so. So our weapons in doubles, we create a lot of pressure and uncertainty through our positioning and movement. We do a lot of tactical variation. These guys are really, really good. Matter of fact, I think I'll send your video to Jamie. You poach on first serve, second serve, you call so much movement. You create a lot of uncertainty. And I talked to some of your opponents and they hate playing you, which is perfect. Consistency in all we do and all this. So I look at the time, so I'll go a bit quicker and I'll ask you to read. because it's much faster, and you will receive that document. I just want to stress something. I always stress this in the game plan, because it's not about winning every point. And look at the stats. Anywhere you can go on ATP site, people who win 52% of the points. Okay? And the final, did you know what percentage you won? No, you won 54, so congrats. But it was a close match still, right? And it's always 54, 52, 51. So it's about inculcating the belief, why will you win 8 points more than the other team? So I like to coach, this is what will make the difference in the match. This is why you will win 52 points. Like, for example, I could have said, which I didn't, with Lindstedt and Sami, you take his backhand out of the game, and the guy will freak out, and then you have him, which you did very well. And it's only winning 52%. These are some core beliefs. I look at my watch, so you will all have that on the document you will receive, and you will be able to read what we mean by this. Like I say, you'll all receive that. I just want them to. The only thing I want to stress, and I get a bit frustrated along the years with sports psychologists, and I'll tell you why. It was always about emotional control. But at one point, it was not working. I don't want emotional control, I want emotional transformation. So if Luke, for example, would get stressed on break points, and he have a dichotomic aspect, like I have to convert that or we will not win the match, I will bring him facts. Do you know how many break points are converted generally over a year? Percentage of break point. Exactly. So if you want, as a team, to break the other team twice during the match, one each set, how many break points you have to create? You say 1 out of 3 if you want to break twice. Very good math. So he has to create 6 break opportunity. Now, if he knows that he missed the first one, no panic. Missed the second one, no panic. Missed the third one, I'm going to have the next one for sure. And stuff like this. So you remove what used to trigger anxiety. You talk in a way, everything that used to trigger something, instead of saying, he missed, like emotional control, look at your racket, but he's still like so upset, is to talk in a way that that trigger doesn't upset you anymore, so you don't need emotional control. Or to develop beliefs, attitude, values, everything that makes them not feeling like this. And this is very true also in the match debrief. If a team, Jamie, whatever is ranking, if they didn't give it all, if they tank, if they phase out, if they get angry, I have the video, the stats, we don't go through it at all. It's always perform first, then we talk about the tennis. Head, heart, and legs first, otherwise we don't talk about anything. Okay? So, one of the advantage, guys, you know you can play with any Brits and you won't be lost on the court, right? So it's a very big advantage. And let's see a bit of the tennis player. Most of our philosophy is not by doing winners, even if they can do it. It's about making people lose in front of you. So Jamie is the best in all of you at making people lose. And you are quite good in winning points. And if you combine make them lose with winning points, which you're doing quite well, you're going to go to the top. Okay? So let's see the new kids on the block. Luke, raise your hand again so they know that you'll be. Johnny and Joe. Gail will be the coach. Okay, so I think, Luke, you'll do that very well to start with, okay? Okay, good. So can you put the screen? We'll start just with, did you hit any balls at all? Yeah, okay, so we'll just do the ad side. Do the warm-up, hitting the ball ad side. Stop. How many backhands did they hit? And I don't want them to hit any backhand. Okay, so very often we ask our members to hit cross court, and what do? Joe, could you be at the net, please? They hit the backhand here, but if Joe is at the net, to avoid Joe, the ball has to come. Can it come here? Make a cross step at least. Thank you. So the ball cannot come here, it can come only here. So why should you stay here? So watch that again. This is how you practice. And if you play outside, just move a bit with the ball, Joe. That's it. Okay, stop. Now, Joe, go back. If they have decided to play both back, then this time you hit the ball from here to there, and your job is to cross the single tram line. We have to always consider now the both back. But see how well you run around his backhand, so he's still ready to take the middle. Sometimes he cannot. Stop. But you see his position, right? He preferred it's not that far, preferred to go there and whip his forehand. And because he's here, he can run easily there. So the backhand cross court of the opponent has to be amazing, really amazing. And this is what I mean by forcing the opponent into mistakes. Everything we do, positioning, movement, using our weapons, our strength, is maximized. Okay, now we'll do serve and move. Can you go return, please? Yeah, be at the net. Yeah, yeah, you serve. So Joe is the coach because this is the most common formation when we train doubles on the tour with junior team. I don't think we have 4 players. I don't remember when I trained with 4 players. It's always 2 or 3 players. Or in the past, I would do what Joe is doing, which would be part of the drills. And now I find a hitting partner. But this is what happens the most. The coach is at the net here, and you return. Perfect. Very good. Okay, nice. You saw where he served from, right? Do it again. Stop. When I arrived here in UK, every player, no exception, were serving from here because they were told by their coach the return will come here, so serve from here. What is the downside of that? The T serve is not very good. Now, serve and move. I'll play 1 point. Return cross. I'm a member, okay? Oh, you could have returned better, and you could have put more pressure, Joe. Because if you were there, Joe, the ball would not have come here. It would have to come here. But still, the ball came to me, right? So what did I do after my serve? I move. So that's why it's serve and move. But not serve and move to the net, only serve and move over there. Now change side. Serve from here. And stay back. You know what I want, right? And you move. Second serve, kick on the back end. Stop. Good. If he didn't move, would he have been in trouble in that return? Big time. And if the return was not perfect, what was he ready to do? Forehand. So remember if you teach your club member, serve and move. So me, I'm your club member. Don't return so great, but return. Okay? Yes, on the line. Good. So I will serve and move, or serve and move. Is that okay? Now he's going to play the 7-point games. Okay, go. I make them play 7 points or play the 8-point games to start with. We'll just play 4. So they have to be great at serve and volley because that's their style in every position. So he's going to play regular to volley there, I going there, regular poaching, I poaching. You'll play 4 points. And you need 3 first serve out of 4 or you lose, because 2 out of 4. Very good, Joe. So now you do I and still go to a spot. So the receiver knows it, so you hit cross court, Joe. Johnny? Second serve. And we play competitive. They keep score. Every drill has to be competitive. That ball was to Joe, but Luke didn't trust him. Rightly slow. Now go on the other side. Okay, but I think you get it, eh? He will play regular, go spot, and then I go to a spot, but also cross. So now regular and poach, return line. The purpose is to also practice Johnny to return line. Very nice. You did regular or I? So now I formation. So you return line. Good job. More intensity, Joe, please. Remember, performer first. Thank you. Remember, you're taking my place. You know, it would be like this all the time. So good. So I know this is simple, but almost nobody does it. So when you play doubles, you either serve regular or you do I, and you poach or you don't poach. So you have to practice all. And also, I see some doubles practice that players just return cross court all the time. The best teams return down the line 30%. Like at the Masters, we make stats, 30%, even if that person don't poach, to keep them honest, to being unpredictable, and so on. So by doing this, then we do also, all the training has to be competitive, because we want them to be competitive. So they will play the volleyball game. Go. So you return on your side, and Joe will run around. So you score only when you serve. So we'll say first to 3 points. Second. And Johnny can return line also. One, zero. Go. Yeah. Two, zero. Oh, sorry. You just made a double fault right now. So Johnny serves. And what is the score, please? Huh? It's not 1-2. What is the score? 0-2. So they just score when they serve, because the reason I did that, they were playing points like this, and suddenly it finished like 10-9. But it was always the receiver winning more points. I want that they see how good is their serve and volley. So they only score points when they win point with serve and volley. And if after 10 minutes it's 2-0, they just realize that they have great returns and no volleys. Second. Very good. The volley was inside, so now it's 1-2. He just made a double fault. What's the score? 2-1. Lose the point, 1-2. Lose the point, 2-1. 1-2, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. Finally, 3-1. It puts much more pressure on their serve, which is what I want. My point is, everything we do is we try to put a lot of pressure. Okay? Now, Johnny, come on this side. Luke, go on the other side. Joe, you go beside Luke. Service line. You're at the net. Great volleys, by the way. It was very nice. Okay, now just a few drills to show that it takes courage, who we are. We're going to work on the defense of Johnny. You know what's coming up, eh? Okay, so we play a game of 3 points. One zero. I saw on his defense. That was neutral. Attack him. Attack him. That's better. That's better. Attack him. Come on. Always within yourself, of course. Does he look quite calm? It comes quite fast. If you want to try, you'll see. Luke, please, a nice big grip. Come on, you can do that. Good. So you saw where he was, right here? Those who come last year, I explained that. Is he okay to be here? Or is he chicken? Or is he smart? Very good, you all vote for smart. When you're in defense, you should be here. Neutral in the wall, you're here. And in offense, you're here. Now, we're being in offense. I just make a tough shot for him. Be ready to close in. And no lob for the purpose of that drill. Come on. That's good. Can do the best shot you can. Over there, though. That's good. Oh, sorry. That's good. So the ability to play close, neutral, and this has to be trained at the net. We have to learn to backpedal like this and make split step like this. See the split step like this and not the split step like this, where they lose. So we have to learn to split step forward, sideways. Okay? Now, be as a team. Come here, your team. And Joe. Now the coach will challenge them. You can lob, you can do anything, and you try to win the points against Joe. Okay? I'm not happy with his volley. Look why I'm not happy about his volley. Huh? It went back to a forehand. We have a rule in British tennis for the last 5 years, since damn singles players start to take our position. You know what's sad? If you sign at a tournament and the combined rankings of the singles players are 40, and your combined ranking is 40, who's going to have the spot? Do you know that?
We're both 40.
Yeah, the 20-20 singles, 20-20 doubles. No, the singles players, you didn't know that, eh? You will lose your spot in doubles to any singles players, even if there's only one. You didn't know that, eh?
No, if it's both combined doubles, we get it.
No,
Okay.
singles players get it. You will see it when you will lose your spot in a master by a singles guy signing, you will see it's frustrating. Okay, so we had a rule. So I would have don't hit too hard to me on my backhand. The backhand volley has to go there right away. No thinking, and not like just defending. Put the ball there, you put the ball there, or of course Luke, hit to me here in the backhand, sorry, can hit to the other guy's backhand there. But we don't give two forehands. Okay, last 2 points. Next shot has to reach Joe's backhand and then keep playing. Reach his backhand, that's better. And it's okay, that reaches backhand. If he runs around, you see what happens, right? Court is completely open. Last 2 points. That's better, and that's it. Nice. Okay, just stop it. Good. Last one. So we train a lot of patterns. I'm supposed to stop soon, I think. Very good. So now I know that Joe is really good. I want to see if Luke is as good. Switch side. But is it better, Johnny, to volley with the pattern in mind than brain dead? Yeah. Okay, so it's always tic-tac-toe. The ball goes there, and after you volley there, hit the ball to me. After you volley there, you'll win the point 90% of the time. There will be always a gap and you put the ball there. When they're both back, the key patterns is to reach the deuce side backhand because that guy will lose the point every time except for one pattern that will show after when Johnny does it. Okay, last point. Like this, and then point over. Match point. Let's see how you react under pressure. Very good. Except some lucky shot like this. Johnny, go back there. Luke, go over there. Now, what is the antidote? Every time we train something that we say, this is how we beat the opponents, I say, if they do that to us, this is how you get out of it. So don't hit hard. So Johnny, you know, if you hit here, to me, regardless, no, if you hit, no, that's the answer, I know. If you hit here, what will happen if you hit here? Points over, forehand or backhand. If you hit the ball here, points over. So what is the best shot to do? Here. This way, you cannot lose the point, but people will probably do that shot. And Luke, as soon as Johnny will hit the ball there, will start to move forward and you hold the middle. So this is the solution if people do that to your players or yourself. You have to go there, and Luke was supposed to start to run a bit earlier because that's what you have to predict. And he can also play middle, right? So Johnny, you take after that middle and you take the angle. So this is how we play together. That's good. And of course, Johnny hears me, so he tried to be a smart guy. Play what you would do normally when you don't know they're doing this. Very good. That's nice. Match point. You know what they do. You can do whatever you want. You can make a drop shot forward if you want to. Match point. He tried to go hard down the line like a lot of players, and they miss a lot when they do that. Try to do something better. Match point, Johnny, be sure it's in. What is the moral of that story? Joe is not very good. No, it's not that. But if he goes down the line, what does he have? Johnny running in front of him. I'll do the shot for you here. Be ready to play the next ball down the line. If you go down the line like this and it's not a great shot, you were nice to him. It's his coach. So you know it's there. If you volley there and you know the guy is running, you know the team is in trouble. If you volley deep there, that's a disaster. So he doesn't know what to do. But if it was here, point over, here, point over, point over. So we have to know how to beat them after that shot, but we have to learn how to get out of it. Is that okay? How much time? Oh, we go
10 minutes.
When do we stop for the questions? That's why I was confused.
Well, whenever you're ready, Louis.
Oh, okay. We'll keep on. Okay, now, another way to work on their defense. Come here, guys. Joe, go in front. We do put a lot of work in defense. Joe at the net. This side. And volley at them the first shot. Okay? At them, not beside them. At them. Okay, game of 5. Volley at them, and then we play. 1-0. 2-0. That's good. Okay, stop. I like what I see from Luke, but not from Johnny. I feel like Luke hit the ball, feed it would be safer for me. Feed it. I find that Luke keep the ball over the net, whatever he does. Jump, do whatever, it's slow. I find Johnny just try to not miss it. Don't like that. It's not the same level. So Luke, I give you almost 10 on 10. I give Johnny 5, 6 on 10. Keep it lower than that. No, at him, again. Okay, so what Joe doesn't do well, I will tell him, look at my shoulders. This is yours. This is what you should do. Feed the ball to me instead. If I feed it like a... No, it's just like this. Okay, thank you. So just try to do it like this, okay? Okay, feed him to him. Okay, Johnny, go there. It will be faster. Go there. Stay there. So you know what shoulder blades are? Squeeze your shoulder blade when it comes to you. Like this, good. Squeeze them quick, like this. Quick squeeze. Very, very short. There's no follow through almost, just short like this. Do a shadow one. Faster, like mine. Well, I look faster than you. Like this. Faster. Okay, tell who's faster.
Definitely you.
Come on. Come on. Okay. We'll take that for a start. Wow, that's better. Come on. Quick. Really squeeze your shoulder quickly. Bah! A quick hand, eh? So when you're in defense, you could have the first mentality of Johnny. It's just don't miss, neutralize, or counterattack. Your mindset was perfect. To get to the top, you have to be able to do good things like this. Well done. Okay, now you're both at the net against me and Joe. Can you move the ball behind them? One of you guys sitting in the chair. Okay, you're both at the net. And I will do just a few things that you could have to deal and coach at your club now, even if they're two pros. So I'm hitting the ball from here. First, that's not good enough. I'm hitting the ball from here. Thank you. That's a better position. Be at the net, please, Joe. Good leave. That ball was going 1 meter out. Good leave. Good leave. I teach to leave because it's so stupid to lose a point when we could have won it. They have to learn to do the matrix and let the ball go out. And what does that show me when they let the ball go out like this? It shows calm reaction. And when they take a ball going 2 meters out, I know they're excited. They just hit everything that moves. That's it. A nice matrix on this one. Very good. But now my balls will be in, okay? Perfect. I did exactly what I wanted. Perfectly in the middle. So whose ball it is? I didn't do that topic with them yet because they are the teams I see the least lately. Maybe that's why they have good success. But okay, so this is with your arms what you cover. This is what your arms, what you cover. Yeah. An angle, you move forward. A middle ball for you, it's like an angle. You move forward. But down the line, you can move to the side. And as you move forward, you pivot to the side, like this. So if you miss it, for example, it didn't close, you're ready. Okay? So show me with your arms, what is your movement patterns? Now, like this. Right, that's it. Right arm forward, even a bit more steep. Yeah, like this, yeah, good. Ready? Middle is Luke, all the time. Middle is Luke, unless it's not middle. But otherwise, it's and forward. And sideways. Good. So the middle ball is yours, like that. Okay? Now we switch side. Because some people will say, Louis, you make it complicated. Just say it's the forehand who takes it in the middle. But on this side, it doesn't work, right? Show me with your arms. Okay, Johnny. Good look. Ready? Move forward. Well done. Middle. You forward. Very good. Johnny, middle. Oh, sorry. Too easy. Too easy again. Sorry. Very good. So who takes the ball in the middle? It's obvious, right? Switch. Switch. Who takes the ball in the middle this time? Luke again. That's good. Very good. Nice. Okay, so I would, like I say, it's 3 days on patterns. I would definitely prefer to answer some question you may have and do it with them. Is the lob the future? Okay, go there, please. Over there, Johnny here. And look here. You're going to disguise to do a lob or a drive. Is that okay? Let's see if he does it well. Nice, 1-0. Johnny, Joe in the middle, please. Yeah, you can, if you want to. Okay. Okay, stop. I don't like his lob one bit because you decelerate. What is that? I say, come with no speed. Feed me the ball, Joe. Go over there. You know, guys, I don't play, so I don't know how it's going to go. But you come with no speed, and then you really let it go, okay? Do accelerate. Don't hold on with it. Feed him the ball. That's better. Good. Now a bit more steep, the trajectory. That's good, offensive lob. And always accelerate when you touch the ball. Very good. Stop. This one I didn't like his forehand because he has a big forehand, but did he hit with his body or with his arm? Arm. So give me a ball here. Watch out, Johnny. I would like if you hit hard that you use your body, okay? Body, like that. That's very good. And if you lob, then just use your forearm. That's better. And if you lob, use your forearm instead of spinning your body like this with good acceleration. Well done. Is lob the future? It is pretty much the present. I think, Jamie, I told you at the beginning, is lobbing about 30% of the time, return of first serve. He drives people crazy. Does he win point with it, which is important? Yes, the objective to win points on the return of first serve is 1 out of 3. If you win 33%, that means the server win only 67% on their first serve. If you make the server win below 70, you're doing a great job. So Jamie wins 33% with his lob. So that's perfect. And the ratio in the second serve is 55%. The lob is already existing and quite crucial. Who lobs the most between you and Luke? You have a bit more feel, and you have a bit more brute power, so that's good. Yeah, you chip, but the topspin lob is much better. Second question, who do you see? Who 2 NDs beat 2 Jamies? Wow, I'll ask the players, what do you think about that?
I would say 2 Jamies.
You would say 2 Jamie, and you? 2 Andes. So you want to know my answer? 2 NDs on clay, and slow hard, and 2 Jamie on grass or fast indoor. Because when it's clay and all this, you have much more time to set up your shot. So 2 NDs will be very, very tricky. But when it's grass, the serve flat and the presence at the net and the cleaning of Jamie. So my answer is it's not a diplomatic one. I really believe it. More it's fast, more it's grass and all this, more the real double specialists go to the end. And on clay, you see the result I showed at the beginning. That would not happen at Queens. At Wimbledon. On grass, the best doubles players win because the ground strokes have very little chance, the ball skid, it's slow, and their presence make them try very difficult shot on fast surface, so they miss a lot. But on clay, they hold a shot and they put the ball on a dime, so it will be very difficult. Last question, what is that? I don't think it was the person. I think where I learned to coach doubles was in the interclub ladies. Everything happens. I have to be so good to know doubles to coach interclub that I think this is why I became quite good. After that, I find the top level was kind of boring. Quite easy. It was serve, volley, cross court, put the ball there. I find it was very, very easy. I think it was by having to explain doubles to members and explain them how to poach. So poach per reaction when the ball is easy, but if you're sure the ball is there, you can squeeze and you do that. And when you call and to try to explain that to members, because there was really not a lot of people. Now to finish with the head, heart, and legs, can you go at the net, both of you? And this time try to win the points against Joe. And playing beside him is great. Be both at the net. Yeah. Ed is, I know you've heard me saying that, but I'll say it again. They should never volley a target. They should always volley a trajectory. Their focus will be only to volley low over the net. So that's their focus. Volley low over the net. Volley low over the net. Low over the net. Okay, that I'm not quite happy. I say you can volley beside him. The ball was high. You could have attacked right. You play kind of neutral. If it's higher, scare him even. Come on, make him say, ah, like this. Very good. If it's lower, that's good. If it's lower, like that's more neutral. This, you were still in offense. It was easy. It's too slow, Johnny. Really too slow. Hit the ball, please. Thank you. Okay? Hit the ball. Thank you. Johnny, try to save some. Hit the ball. Thank you. Hit the ball. You could have done better. Hit the ball. Could have done better. So, if I tell him 3 times he could have done better, he will get upset. So why do I say he could have done better? If you would have stepped with your right foot first, second, you would be on top of the, you don't move, you don't close the net quick enough. Right foot step, and then that's it. And you too, close in quick. That's good 2 steps. Come on. Your first step is too slow to, this is your first step with the right. Right, boom. Look at Johnny. You will like that, eh? Yeah. That's a good 2 steps. Come on. That was over the net, good. That's nice. That's nice. Now you know what he can do, right? Very good. And finally, second shots. Oh, we're over the time. You have to show me. Okay, just finish with your second shot on tough balls. Back, 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 back. I'll just show like, okay, easy ball, body speed. Very good. Neutral ball and tough ball, look at their hands. Play everything. You have 1 minute. Make it, come on. Stay low, Johnny. It's a bit tougher to do that when you're very tall. Stay low. That's it. Jab faster. Stop when you touch the ball. like that. You can hit harder than that. Like that, that's a good one. So I will be sure that I train their hands. So you can have good hands at the net, but good hands on the baseline. Finish with one like this too. Very good, okay? That's it. So we have to train, like I say, and I would like to finish with this because it's 10 years I say the same thing, and it's not happening enough when I go around. Train offense, neutral, defense, every training. Even if he was a club member, take your left hand, racket, attack, that's it. Defend. That's good. Now try to put them in. You're a good member. You're level C. Arm and body together. Together. Turn together. That's better. Now just isolate your hand. And say the word tap. Give a little tap. Okay? Give a little tap. Very good. So even with my club member, I will tell him how to turn together, to have not play just with the arm, but they will do always offense, neutral, defense. Okay, so come over here. They promised to come here before they won Eastbourne. They didn't know they would just drive from Eastbourne, come there this morning. I really appreciate you came, guys.
Thank you, Louis.
Very, very nice. I think when I tell you it's often we win because of who you are. Look at these guys. They come on the court. They put seated guys in front, the Colombian, number 3 in the world. Beat them. Inside Vasselin, beat them. And they are so chill, fearless, go for their shots. And they are a good example at 23 of where British double system is really in good hands. And if Andy Barnes was here, he would have showed that the under 12 are doing excellent and applying the same concept. So I hope you enjoyed and have a good day. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.